Hi, I'm Shereem Herndon-Brown, founder, president, CEO of Strategic Admissions Advice, and we are in the thick of April, and what I'm talking about and calling, I should say, college fair season, right? Juniors in the class of 2025, you've been invited to college fairs, or your school's having programs around the college process in preparation for next fall. And this is a great time now that the colleges are gradually, not quite, but gradually cycling off the class of 2024 to start thinking about the class of 2025. This is a great time for you as parents and hopefully with your student to learn more about great schools. So going to college fairs is something you should do if your school has organized that for you. I want to be clear. We have something in our library called the College Fair Companion. It gives you some questions and a perspective, a mindset to go into the college fair season or process with. But it's not something that's going to move the needle in terms of your admission right this second. Okay, I want to be very clear. It's a great opportunity to learn. I want you to go. I want you to talk to colleges that you may not be familiar with. I want you to, expose yourself to the colleges that you may be familiar with, get some information. But going to a college fair is really the first step in demonstrating interest, which we're going to talk about today. It's imperative that you, as a parent, understand how demonstrating interest can ultimately affect your child in this process. And it's important to know, not every college uses demonstrated interest in their admission process, but the least you can do is know. So let me actually read off my kind of summary and we'll be clear. All right. Demonstrated interest is defined by the documented contact or connections a prospective student makes with an institution. Admissions officers then take this record into consideration once a student submits an application for admissions. Colleges love to be loved, right? They crave the attention of the right students for the right reasons. And when your child demonstrates interest, they are then building a connection with the college that I think can ultimately be valuable if the college wants to admit them or not. Again, it's not going to trump their transcript or their essays or their scores, but if they're on the fence, right, the college is going to, I really like this kid, got great grades, good scores, great essays, but do they like us as much as we like them? Demonstrating interest shows a college that this stuff matters. Again, not every college considers it. And some schools, University of Virginia, clearly puts on their website, we do not consider demonstrated interest. But there are colleges that do. And I think, particularly when you apply early decision or early decision to, colleges want to know that students took the time and energy to learn about them as much as possible. So this spring, how can a student demonstrate interest? Number one, go to the college to visit, open house if they offer webinars or virtual tours and fairs, virtual information sessions, please do that. Go to the college fair, right? If they're there, meet them, introduce yourself, get the business card, understand that person could be the regional representative for that college and may be the person that ultimately reads their application in the fall. Follow them on social media. We all have it, right? Engage with the college on social media. Liking something, following them allows them, again, they're keeping record of this stuff, to track how engaged you are. For better or for worse, this is how the world works now. And I want to make sure that you understand that if your student says, it doesn't matter, I'm just another number, I'm just going to apply, the person who thought of themselves more than just a number and followed them on social media, checked in with the admissions person, they automatically have a advantage in this process to some extent. So I want that to be very, very clear. If a school offers an interview, which a lot of times begins in the summer or early in the fall, make sure that you sign up for that. There's some optional summer interviews that you may need to start looking at as possibilities as early as this spring. Similarly, colleges start to open up their registrations for summer visits. I'm not a big believer in visiting schools over the summer because you don't get the real feel of the culture of a school. But again, if this is where time allots you and your family to go visit a school and it is what it is, please do that. It's another way to demonstrate interest, to show a college that you spent some time there. Quick story. I had a student last year who went to a college fair, learned from Syracuse University, shout out to Syracuse, that as an artist, they have artist portfolio days. And what that student did was, once they learned about the artist portfolio days, use the summer to build up their portfolio, and then took it to the artist portfolio day in the fall. And Syracuse's, I believe, their art school admitted that student that day. Okay. Why? Because the process for being admitted as an athlete is different, being admitted as an artist is different, being admitted as a student, particular majors are different. So every department, every school within a larger university has their own criteria. And for this unique student, meeting this person at the college fair, demonstrating interest, having a conversation, led to them knowing about the college portfolio day. And that portfolio day, 3, 4, 6 months later, was able to help them to support their application. Bravo to that student. So I tell you all this because I want the takeaways that I want you to have from this is that demonstrating interest can only help, not hurt your student. If a college doesn't track it, that's not on you. It's not on your kid. But it's important that your kid not be, void of engaging with the college in some kind of capacity. So I say all that. Make sure that if you are kids actively interested in a particular school, that they're following them on social media, going to a virtual event if you haven't been to the college yet to visit or, can't go for another few months. And most importantly, have a conversation with someone at the college fair. Get a contact name. Learn about if they have their major. Don't ask these questions per se when you meet them because they're going to have to talk to a lot of people, but make sure that there's some kind of human connection in this process. And the college fair is a great start. So demonstrating interest, it's something that a lot of colleges are tracking. If you need help with this, please, strategic admissions advice, schedule a discovery call, a strategy session, whatever you need. But we want to make sure that you have information to help your kid through this college admissions process.